So the Twinsman is the board that works for everybody. It's like the easiest one for people to jump on and have fun, and from diverse ability levels and approaches. I think it suits a lot of people. If you've been someone who's riding a fish, it's like you jump on it and you feel a little enhanced performance angle. And if you've come from a shortboard, you feel like this is the funnest board I've ever ridden because I don't have to do any work and it just goes fast and I can do every turn that I want to do and I don't have to change my approach. I think too is one of the reasons that people really gel with it off the bat is somebody who's been a shortboarder can jump on it and it's like, oh, I rode a twin fin before, but it felt like it was too slippery, or I lacked drive. And they jump on the Twinsman and they're like, oh, okay, I just drop in at bottom turn and zing, we're off. And so it feels very comfortable. And I think there's a sense that they can push it as hard as they have ever pushed any other board, which is unique for a twin fin too, in a lot of people's experience.
Do you think surfers had to see like Josh pushing it that hard? Did they have to see it to do it?
I think it certainly validates and helps because I don't know how many times we've pointed to clips of Josh and we're like, oh yeah, this is just a twin fin. There's no trailer box. This is him on a 5.3 Twinsman, and in good waves and bad waves, and doing the best turns of his life. So there's definitely something magical about that. Like what makes it unique, I guess, unique characteristics of the board is that it has a relaxed rocker under your chest and under your body, so where you're paddling, you feel like the thing is a wave catcher. And it has a concave deck, or almost like a flat deck, slight concave, which carries thickness. So if you measure thickness at the stringer of a board, right, that's where you measure thickness. And normally a short board will taper all the way out. So the thickest point is the stringer, and then it tapers and gets thinner out to the rail. And with the Twinsman, the thickest point is at the stringer, but that thick point, the volume kind of pushes out at least 8 inches, so you have the center zone of the board that is packing in volume. So most people end up riding a Twinsman anywhere from like 2 to 4 liters more than they would ride a shortboard. The other part about it, or what makes it unique, is it has kind of a modern bottom contour, right? It has like a single concave to like a spiral V that goes through the fin area. It has this late little V panel that basically kicks the rail rocker up through the tail. So when you're standing on the board, your back foot is like you're feeling the drive, and you have this extra foam that just carries more glide and more momentum. But you can stomp on it and really jam it off the back, and it'll fit in steeper sections of waves, whereas a lot of times traditional twin fins will want to maybe go a little bit more lateral, less vertical. You can certainly surf it that way if you want, though. If you want to just cruise and go fast and go straight, it definitely does that too. That's been one of the funnest things we've done the last year, is all sorts of variations on it, right? Like from riding round pin versions as a step up to stretching it out and doing 6.8s and 6.9s and 7.2s and even 8.0s, where you take the same concept and really stretch it out, and you get almost like a mid-length glide feel, but you can roll it over so easy and put it on rail and kind of zing it around, which you wouldn't normally be able to do with a bigger board. So there's basically, for the most part, there's tons of variations. We play around all the time, but there's really 2 main versions of the Twinsman. There's kind of the standard wing swallowtail, and that one you size volume high. You don't need to go too short. A lot of people want to size that thing way down, and you don't need to. I think you actually get more out of it if you keep a little bit of length. The twin fin is already kind of free and easy to turn. It's so user-friendly. You get a little bit more out of it if you've got a little bit more rail there. So there's no sense to, unless you're Asher, there's no sense to like chop a ton of length off. So for instance, Josh rides a 5.4 Insanity, and his Twinsman is almost the same. It's like 5.3 or 5.4. So he doesn't really step down that much in length. And then the round pin is kind of like a little secret magic version of it that can hang in really good waves. It's a similar idea, but you tighten up a little bit. So you end up riding it about an inch or 2 longer and probably a 1/4 inch narrower and about the same thickness. And so I think Josh rides the round pin at like 5'6", 5'5", or 5'6", and yeah, I think it's a great. That one it can hang in like your good wave board almost. A lot of people wonder what type of fins you ride with the Twinsman. With the boxes placed kind of further back, keel fins are a little bit overkill with the Twinsman. So you want more of an upright, and I always err on the side of a little bit more fin than not enough fin. So we have 4 or 5 different really great templates that suit that board. So Asher has a couple different twin upright templates with shapers that I love. We have an NBS upright that goes great with it. A couple different of our True Aim sets work really good with it. I know in FCS, Josh runs like the Power Twin a lot, or like the MR, but more of an upright because you want something that kind of fangs into the face and sings you out, projects you a little bit. Something you can pivot around a little bit more is what the upright allows you to do.